What if the greatest superpower isn't strength, isn't intelligence, isn't money? What if it's the ability to control yourself, to stay calm when you're angry, to stay focused when you're distracted, to keep going when you're tired, to say no when everyone else says yes? Because the hardest person to control is yourself. And the moment you learn to master your thoughts, emotions, habits, and impulses, you become incredibly difficult to stop. Self-control isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about refusing to let temporary feelings control your permanent decisions. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel lazy. You're going to feel afraid. You're going to want to quit. That's normal. The problem isn't having emotions. The problem is allowing every emotion to become an instruction. Feeling angry doesn't mean you need to react. Feeling tired doesn't mean you need to quit. Feeling insecure doesn't mean you're incapable. Feeling unmotivated doesn't mean you should stop. There is a space between what you feel and what you do. That space is where your power lives. You don't control every emotion that enters your mind, but you can choose what you do with it. And that choice can change your entire life. We live in a world that rewards instant gratification, instant entertainment, instant messages, instant food, instant answers. But extraordinary results rarely happen instantly. The ability to delay pleasure for something more meaningful later is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. You can watch another hour of entertainment or invest that hour in your future. You can spend the money today or save it for something that gives you freedom tomorrow. You can choose comfort now or choose growth that pays you back later. Every time you delay gratification, you're telling yourself, my future matters more than this moment. And that mindset creates powerful people. Your attention is your life. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. And where your energy goes, your results follow. If you give your attention to distractions all day, don't be surprised when your goals remain unfinished. Self-control means learning to say, not now. Not every notification deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every opportunity deserves your time. Not every thought deserves to be believed. Protect your attention like your future depends on it, because it does. Real self-control is tested when nobody is watching, when there's no applause, no reward, no one to hold you accountable. That's when you discover who you really are. Will you keep your promise to yourself? Will you finish what you started? Will you choose the difficult path? when the easy one is right in front of you. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-respect, you build confidence, you build discipline. And eventually, you stop asking, "Do I feel like doing this?" You simply do it. That's when discipline becomes identity. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is the pause. Before you respond, pause. Before you spend, pause. Before you quit, pause. Before you make a decision you'll regret, pause. Ask yourself, will this help the person I'm trying to become? That one question can save you from countless mistakes. You don't have to react immediately. You are allowed to think. You are allowed to walk away. You are allowed to choose differently. Self-control begins when reaction becomes a choice. Self-control doesn't mean you'll never fail. You will. You'll lose focus. You'll make emotional decisions. You'll have days when discipline disappears. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is recovery. Don't let one bad decision become a bad week. Don't let one failure become your identity. Recognize it, learn from it, reset, and get back on track. The strongest people aren't those who never lose control. They're the ones who learn how to regain it. Imagine what would happen if you stopped being controlled by every impulse, if you stopped allowing fear to make your decisions, if you stopped letting anger control your words, if you stopped letting comfort control your habits, if you stopped letting distractions control your attention. Imagine what you could build if you became the master of yourself. Because the greatest battle isn't against the world, it's against the part of you that wants to stay comfortable, that wants to quit, that wants instant gratification, that wants an excuse. And every day, you get another opportunity to win that battle. You don't need to control everything around you. Control yourself, control your response, control your attention, control your habits, control your choices. Because when you master yourself, you become free. And that is the ultimate superpower. Self-control isn't about limiting your life. It's about becoming powerful enough to create the life you want.